All right, this was a clip out of Hungary. A drone operator got a truly amazing video of some type of anomaly, and we're going to actually kind of break that down at the end of the video. But I wanted to make sure you guys didn't miss it, because I know a lot of you kind of skipped through the video, and I think it's an incredible video, an incredible case, and I just want to make sure that you get a glimpse of it before we come back to it. Okay, now let's move on to SpaceX. Now they're launching a GPS satellite into low Earth orbit, partnering up with India. And I saw that little anomaly right there. First, I see these ice particles. I say, okay, yeah, no big deal. Someone kind of pointed this out to me. And then I saw a second object fly by, and I was just truly blown away. You have to look at space like a river. Okay, you have all kinds of things floating down that river, leaves, branches, twigs, whatever, right? But nothing should be crossing that river like that UFO right there. That isn't under intelligent flight control or some type of propulsion, okay? It's certainly not a satellite, because we know that SpaceX, NASA, and anyone involved, they do rigorous observing and monitoring of all locations of known satellites. So, I don't know what it is, guys, but that one I thought was really incredible. Again, I was looking at that little tic-tac craft right there, and then I saw this one. And by the way, you see these objects going in different directions. So again, you see that one going from east to west, and you see, your typical ice particles like the one down there at the bottom falling off the Merlin engines of the Falcon 9 rocket. Nothing to write home about, but whatever this is right here, it shouldn't be there. And, I don't think it's little points of light from the camera. In other words, it's one light, and it's leaving a tracer of multiple lights, appearing to be, a larger craft. I think it's some type of disk. I think it's maybe a secret spy satellite. Who knows? So, okay, now this right here, I wanted to include this. This was something I found on Twitter, or X, I believe, and I couldn't determine whether this was CGI or who knows now, AI, we never know, but it looked pretty interesting to me. The more I see these, the more I'm convinced that these are, I hate to say it, weather balloons, but I don't know, who knows, or some type of scientific, instrument could be monitoring, the atmospheric pressure. Who knows? There's a bazillion of them out there. I've made entire videos about all the different things up in the sky. So, but I want to get back to this. Now, again, you see the satellite deploying, okay, they call it jettison, and then right there. Now, keep in mind, before this, there was multiple objects, and I like that you can see it go behind the satellite. Okay, like a little weebly wobbly UFO. That's why I put that there. It's what it reminds me of, like Space Invaders. It's crazy. But that was the original object right there, just that little bitty white dot. And then as I'm editing the video, I noticed that maybe 3-4 second clip of this object right here. And again, it's behind the satellite, so it shouldn't be there. Now this was the one in the opening of the video. This is Hungary. It's a national park. It's being filmed with a drone camera in 2020, uploaded to Reddit in 2022. It made its way to the internet, and then I got a hold of it, and I was able to zoom in and do what I do. But look at this, guys. Now, a lot of the debunkers are saying it's a bird, it's a bug, something flying in the wind and whatnot, but you can see it gaining and losing altitude. You can see the clouds moving to the left, the object moving to the right. It goes up, it goes down. You don't see wings flapping or anything like that. Now, could it be an out of control drone or something? I guess. Now, but at the end of the video, it goes all the way down to the right side of that hill right there. So it does either dip below the horizon, perhaps there's a dip back there, and it, continues to fly, or it crash lands. Because again, I think I have a little clip of it right here coming up where it goes all the way to the ground. But look at this, guys. That's not a bug. That's not a bird. I've done this too many times, literally thousands of times. We don't see wings flapping. We don't see anything of that nature. And it's almost like purposely moving in and out of the clouds, like it's trying to hide from public view. It's just crazy. And it looks just like the Tic Tac described by Commander Fravor and party, USS Nimitz off the coast of California. So, again, guys, these are things that you'll probably never find, never see. These are the deep dive searches that I do on the internet, and then I bring them to you. So, but you see it interframe right there on the left, okay, and it kind of dips in and out of the clouds, and I like that it's going up and down, okay? It's not just falling to the sky, so it's losing and gaining altitude, like I said. So, is it a bird? Is it a bug? Possibly. Right there, here's where it actually comes out of the clouds and hits the ground. And another important detail about this video is you can tell by the original drone footage that the object is far away, meaning it's not like a bug that is close to the camera, because a lot of people will say that, when you see a little bug fly across the camera lens and it appears to be far away. Now, another look at this, because this one is amazing. Again, you can see like the translucent, craft right there behind the satellite. And also, I didn't include probably, I don't know, maybe 3, 4, 5 other anomalies that were equally as impressive. So what are these crafts? I mean, look, we've had, I don't know, maybe 1,000 different UFOs right here on Nocturnal News. Are they all bugs, right? Are they all weather balloons? Are they all a camera glitch? I mean, seriously, at some point, you have to come to terms with we are not alone. There is something out there. There is something beyond our understanding of, aircraft, right? And I do think a lot of it is, our own reverse engineer. We talk about that a lot here, or the military black budget programs. I think last year it was like $52 billion. So, what is it, guys? I don't know. And I try my hardest to, take a realistic approach to all this. And that's, basically what we've always done here. I try to bring you guys exclusive finds and video, or if I'm going to repurpose a video in any way, I try to enhance and add something to that video. Okay, we are not screen recorder bandits here at Nocturnal News. Okay, and let me end on this. I think what I'm going to do with the channel here, by the way, our last video, 15,000 views on TikTok. What I'm going to do is start posting unrelated UFO videos with YouTube Shorts, and then the UFO stuff right here on the main channel. So if you guys see, like my last video was about the containers, at the port and tariffs and whatnot, I think I'm going to start posting those on YouTube Shorts, Nocturnal News, and again, anything UFO related right here. And I'm doing that to basically gain favor with the algorithm, and also to switch it up a little bit, because look, I'm a viewer too, and I know just, strictly talking about UFOs every day, it gets boring. You get kind of burnt out on it, and you want some new, exciting, trending topics, and that's exactly what we're going to do. But again, I don't think I'm going to put them on the main channel. Maybe later, but not for now. For now, we're going to stick to UFO. So, all right, guys, leave a comment below. Thank you. I greatly appreciate all your time and all the comments and support that you guys offer. So, all right, have a good one.